Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to actually read a poem. And a poem is a bit different than a story because we can break a lot of the story rules when we do poems. Poems have a lot of figurative language. You don't have to have capitals and periods. It's pretty much just a free way of expressing yourself without using the typical English rules. And instead of calling the paragraphs, we can call them stanzas. So we're going to look today at a poem. It's a fun poem just to start with our poetry. And then we're going to do some visualizing. Visualizing, if you can remember, is making a mental image in your head. And it's so that you can picture what's happening in the poem, and that's going to help you remember and understand it. So with our poem today, our strategy that we're going to practice is visualizing. All right, I'll see you in a bit. In order to get ready to visualize, I do want you to grab a piece of paper because that's where you're going to sketch your thoughts. I'm going to put a link down at the bottom of the video in the description where you can download this piece of paper if you want, if you have a printer available. If not, just take a piece of paper and divide it into three. So the top part will be your before visual image, during, and after reading the poem. So just three spots, doesn't have to be perfect, but here's a paper if you have a printer. If not a big deal, just grab a piece of paper and you're going to write before, during, and after, because we're going to visualize with just the title. We're going to visualize during the poem, and we're going to visualize after you're done reading the poem. The reason that we do that is because I want you to know that good readers change their thinking as they read based on the description and the clues and the things in your poem or your text. And that's what good readers do. So we want to go ahead and practice that today with our visualizing. So go get pause the video, get your paper if you'd like to join me, and think of writing down before, during, and after on your paper so that we can visualize as we read. All right? Okay, pause the video, get that done, and we can go on with the poem. You have your paper, and you should have your before, during, and after ready to go. We're going to do some visualizing, okay? So as you can see on the screen, our title is called My Neighbor's Dog is Purple, and it's by Jack Prelutsky. So the very first thing you're going to do where it says before is you're going to imagine with just the title what your neighbor's dog looks like. My neighbor's dog is purple. Go ahead and draw just a quick sketch. If you have crayons, you could probably use those as well. But go ahead and do a quick sketch of what you think this image in your head looks like when you hear the title, My Neighbor's Dog is Purple. Go ahead, if you need to, stop the video and do your sketch. Are you done with your before sketch? What does your dog look like? I'm gonna guess it might be purple. Is it a big dog? Is it a small dog? Does it have big ears? Little ears? I'm so excited. Share that with a family member about what your image looks like before we read. So right now you should have it right here. The before image should be just a sketch. If you want to add some color to it, you can. If at any time you want to stop the video so that you can do your drawings, just go ahead and stop and then you can play it again and pick up where we left off. So now we're ready to go ahead and start the poem. And I'm so excited for you to see this. Maybe you've already read this before. If so, that's okay. So now what good readers are going to do is they're going to take what descriptions they get from the poem or from your text if you're reading another story, and you're going to make that mental image of the setting or the characters in your mind. So right now we're talking about our neighbor's dog. So we're going to try to picture in our mind based on these descriptions. Are you ready? Now you're ready to do your during. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go all the way down to here. All right, my neighbor's dog is purple. Its eyes are large and green. Its tail is almost endless, the longest I have seen. So now we're kind of making a different image maybe in your mind. Now you know that this particular dog is purple. You know it has large eyes that are actually green. And now we just learned that the tail is almost endless. So that means this tail is so big, you don't think it's ever going to end. The longest that this person has seen. So as you're drawing, you can kind of maybe change your mental image, do a little different sketch in the during section. All right, we're going to go back. My neighbor's dog is quiet. It does not bark one bit. But when my neighbor's dog is near, I feel afraid of it. So now all of a sudden we have this quiet dog, but apparently must be pretty scary looking because this character is afraid to go near it. So what do you think the dog is looking like now? You can kind of sketch just what are you seeing from where it was at the beginning as you add the descriptions? How is that changing your visualizing? My neighbor's dog looks nasty. It has a wicked smile. So now you're picturing this dog that has this really wicked, kind of crazy smile. So it's purple, large green eyes, really long tail, quiet, but kind of scary. And now it has this wicked smile. I'm picturing just kind of a scary, sinister smile. Is your drawing changing? Is your visualizing changing? Your mental image is different from what you had at the beginning? All right, here we go. Before my neighbor painted it, oh, now all of a sudden we know that this dog isn't naturally purple. It's actually been painted purple. It was a crocodile. Is that what you thought of? Did you think the neighbor's dog was a purple crocodile? Let's go back and reread it again. My neighbor's dog is purple. Its eyes are large and green. Its tail is almost endless, the longest I have seen. My neighbor's dog is quiet. It does not bark one bit. But when my neighbor's dog is near, I feel afraid of it. My neighbor's dog looks nasty. It has a wicked smile. Before my neighbor painted it, it was a crocodile. So now from the beginning of the poem, before, in your before sketch, and then your during sketch, you probably have a different mental image now because you know it's not really a dog. It's a crocodile. There's an example of what that might look like. See the wicked smile? See the endlessly long tail? And you're right, it doesn't bark because it's a crocodile. Now at the bottom of your paper, in the after, you can draw a sketch of what you think that neighbor's crocodile dog looks like. I hope you enjoyed this poem. Do you see that it does rhyme? Not all poems have to rhyme. It gave us a really good description. I like the words that Jack Prelutsky used. That's why I like poems so much, because you can take just one single little thing, one single event, one single character, one single, in this case, animal, and you can really draw on it and make it a good visualization. All right, go ahead and share your mental images and how they change. And that's kind of what happens when you read stories as well. Have a good day, boys and girls. It's been fun. See you later. Bye.